Morning, it's Jonathan Barrett with the On the Go, or the morning report. It's currently the 8th of November. The current time is 7:45. The Dow had a good turnaround last night, there's no doubt about it. Closed up 41 points as we're back on some renewed optimism that Europe is in control. As we know, the market's going to ebb and flow between positives and negativeness about what's happening in Europe, but I still think that remains a concern. One thing that I think is worthwhile focusing on, and we'll try and focus on it on the bulletin, is the results of this continuing credit squeeze in Europe actually moving over to those emerging European countries. And I think that could be a little bit of a key, also represent a bit of a drag on the economy going forward. But as we've said before quite a few times, we need good keystones in order to prepare, I guess, for the future recovery. We have no doubt that it will recover. The question is timing on it and whether or not how we can weather that timing. Concerns in Italy, obviously. Berlusconi feels he's the one that to rule. Other people are looking for his to resign, and certain ministers in his cabinet are also departing. So I think you get him out of the way. We've got George Papandreou out of the way, and once we get him out of the way, I think the market will see a bit of blue sky and some more good optimism returning to the market. Okay, let's have a quick snap as to what's happening out there. I guess the most important parts are credit, consumer credit increasing in the US. Looking about a little bit easing, I guess, of that squeeze, which is a positive thing. So quite happy about that. Papandreou, as we know, looking for a Greek unity government, which is good. So that, I think, is quite encouraging. Looking at US stocks recover on predictions of the EU crisis to be controlled. We know that. Fewer banks ease commercial loan terms. Berlusconi struggles to keep power, we know that as well. Oil, interesting, oil has taken to a 3-month high before more Greek talks, and I think it has traded above that 95-20 area, which was an area we had as resistance. Still no lead as to why crude is going to continue to trade higher, but it is at the moment. So whilst it stays above 95, just be careful. It's sort of counterintuitive that you're expecting a recovery facing higher input costs. So anyway, that's something to think about. All right, that's probably about it. Let's have a look at the global markets now. And there we go, world indices. Okay, the Dow we mentioned, strong close, very strong close, actually about 4 or 5 o'clock it was down quite a bit. So that's quite a turnaround for that. Top 50 was down 0.68, the FTSE was down 0.3. CAC was down 0.64 and the DAX was down 0.64 as well, 6.3. So a little bit weak there. Strong Dow, weak Europe, still concerns there obviously with the sovereign debt concerns. Close to home, our market had a turnaround on the close, up 2 points, 4,284. Further afield, looking at commodities, interesting that gold continues to shine through all this. It is quite positive. When you look at it, gold was up a strong night. But anyway, Brent crude was up $2.65. West Texas was up 139. That's a bit of easing in the trend in that spread of late, so that's quite interesting. Natty gas obviously still under an enormous amount, 9-year low on that. Having a look at the agricultural market, cotton down to 96.76. Quite interesting to see that under quite a bit of pressure. We still think that these areas of lows are quite important for it, and that we still should start to pick up when the economy starts to pick up. Corn was down just a fraction, wheat was up 2, and soybeans were down 19, still within its ranges. Copper was down 2.9, 353.55, the litmus test for economies. I still find it very difficult to get through that 360. Remember, that was the bifurcation point we've talked about for some time. Gold's very strong, up $40, 2.31% at 17.96, and silver lagging a little bit behind, up 2.35 at 34.88. So quite positive there on gold. Obviously, it has all got to do with debt sovereign concerns, and I think that's all part of it. There we are, 17.97. It just continues to go from strength to strength, even after the market's closed. And I guess our recommendation remains the same as it has been. Onwards and upwards she travels, which is good to see. Okay, also have a quick look at that silver chart, and you can see that but lagging behind gold, so perhaps there is more of an opportunity in silver, but as we've suggested, we're right on those highs. So that would be interesting, but gold seems to have broken out. In fact, I will go back onto gold because I'll get that daily chart so we can see a little bit more. There we are. Now, I guess from here, it's either got to make it and break it through to that top side. I guess everyone knows the feeling to why we like gold. The supply-demand scenario favours it, purely and simple. So that can continue to go. Any concerns, I guess, over in Europe, as it's proved in the past, does little to tarnish its ability to trade higher. So that's pretty cool. Okay, let's have a look at the dollar index. Hasn't done a lot. 77.14, just trading sideways, building its time. Probably expect 78 through to 76.50 is the range, and then after that, hopefully a break through 78.10 on the top side, and the dollar will start to trade higher. Okay, that's pretty much about it. I'll just have a quick sneak look at copper. Still within its ranges there, not too much, but momentum indicators are turning around, so we'd expect weaker prices there to prevail. On the local market, 42.92. As you can see, she's just pretty much going sideways there within that range. Held down at good support, and I expect more just sideways price action to continue for some time. Righty-ho. That probably looks... Let's have a quick look at the Dow. And as you see, the Dow's just going sideways. A little bit of divergence here, which is a bit of a worry. So that might unfold into a bit of a bearish move, but at the moment, very hard to tell. Okay, well, that's pretty much about it from me this morning. I hope everyone has a good day. Happy trading, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.